Welcome to Luxuriously Poor, and thank you for stopping by, and I hope you're having a blessed day. Now, today I want to talk to you about feed, price of feed, animals that are getting sick from feed, and I mean really sick from feed, and what is really going on with all this, and even the egg prices. Now, there's a lot of people that believe all of this is intentional. I'm one of them. But I don't think it's something that happened overnight. I think it's accumulated and been happening over a period of years. And let me tell you why. There's a lot of people that don't remember, maybe don't think about it. When did Tractor Supply open up? What was going on when Tractor Supply opened up? Well, we had a recession. Do you remember? I do. And a lot of people were getting rid of their animals. They just were. They couldn't afford to keep them because we were under recession and they didn't have the money to feed them. And these were hobby people. They were just hobby farmers. They liked having them because they found animals fun and relaxing. But when it came down to feeding their family or feeding a chicken, they got rid of it. And in the process, a lot of little mom and pop stores were gotten rid of. And along comes big corporations, big stores, big chain stores that are controlled by the government. Mom and pop stores are individually home owned, people, own them, people like you and me. These people are under regulations, kind of like Walmart. Same thing. Government steps in, tells you what you can and can't do, and what they want you to do, and you go along with it. That's what happens here. Look at these prices. When I got to talking to somebody about these prices, because it wasn't this way when they first opened up, they helped put some of these mom and pop stores out of business because they were so cheap. They come in and kind of finish the mom and pop stores off. There was a few still left, but when they came in with their super cheap prices, like Walmart. Did you remember Walmart doing ad matching? Do they still do it? Nope. Because the stores that they were getting the ads from that you would take in there, they put them out of business. Well, these people put all these mom and pop stores out of business by being so cheap. I have one mom and pop store left in my town, and it's the one I went to for over 30 years. I'm going to go back to it because it's actually now cheaper than they are. See, this is what happens. These kind of stores step in, become dirt cheap, kill off all the businesses around them. They become the only thing in the market. They're run and ruled by the government. And this is what they do. The girl that works there actually told me, it's the government that doesn't want anybody to have any animals at all anymore. And look at these eggs. This right here, 2 weeks ago was $22. These eggs were, I think, they were 15 something. Do you know that before all this nonsense happened, we were paying 79 cents for a dozen of eggs, and $1.25 for an 18 count. Like I said, these up here were $20 a week ago. Now, I've been watching people for the last few weeks running out. They're buying chickens because they're sick of the high price at the store. And they're buying all these lights and equipment and feeders and waterers to feed their chickens. But guess what? Now the prices of eggs have gone down, but the feed price has gone way up. And so people are going to get rid of them, wait and see. They're not going to pay that price and buy that expensive feed. Now, this right here, this Producer's Pride, from what I have understood, is the feed, because I've looked this up, and there are YouTubers out there saying this is the feed that when they fed their chickens, they stopped laying. And I was like, okay. And it's true. I use Do More, but I know someone who used that. and the chickens stopped laying. But mine didn't with the Do More. Now, like I said, when you look at the prices on everything from dog food to cat food, and you can't, it's hard to find your average cat food, dog food. It's become extremely expensive. Can't find hay. When you start to look at all this combined together, you start saying to yourself, that woman who told me at the store, it basically has to do with the government does not want you to have any animals at all. They don't. They want to make it so high or make it so it's unavailable. You can't get it. So you can't have the animal if you can't feed it. But this here, they're not, this layer, okay, this is not the only thing that this company makes. They make a sweet feed called 12%, and it's like a all-purpose sweet feed. You know, you can feed it to cattle, you can feed it to sheep, you can feed it to goats, horses. My goats got diarrhea so bad from that sweet feed. It happened twice, and I didn't catch on until the second time, and it's molded. And I didn't think the first time that maybe it was molded. I thought it was something else that had made them sick until I bought another bag and it was molded. I know someone else that said they lost a couple of their sheep to this brand, and it was a sweet feed. Now, they make different things. They even make things for goats, the cows. The only thing I buy in this brand right here is the Scratch. That is it. Now, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people now that the prices have gone down on the eggs that are going to get rid of their chickens. I wouldn't advise you to do that. This is going to happen again, I think, personally, and there's a good chance that the egg prices will go up once they feel that they have forced people to get rid of them. Because I saw a bag of feed for $31. Most people are not going to pay that. They don't have that kind of money. So they're going to get rid of animals. They're not going to keep them. In my area, you can't even find hay. There is no hay. Do you know how many people are just going to get... There's people in our area that have goats, that have sheep, that have horses. How are they going to feed them? If there's no hay, they can't feed them. And when I said this to this girl, I said, you know, you can't find hay anywhere. And she goes, that's intentional. They're shipping it somewhere else. And what they're doing is they're going by state until they just push every state individually, like in my state. Once they get rid of all the animals in my state because you can't feed them, they move to the next state to do the same thing, and the next state. Are they? Is that what's happening? Makes you wonder. Because in my state, where I live, so many people are getting out of the business because they can't find hay to feed their cattle, or their horses, or their goats, or their sheep. So when they finally got everybody here with no animals, and no, you know, you don't have anything, go to the next state and do the same thing. Keep going until you have it where no one has anything anymore. It's a thought. This is what this girl was telling me she thinks they're doing. She really believes it. And I'm inclined to agree with her. But back to this, Producer's Pride, I wouldn't mess with it. The Scratch is fine, but I wouldn't get anything else that they have. I just wouldn't. I've gotten animals that have gotten sick on it. Well, don't get rid of your animals. Do something, figure something else out, but hold on to them as long as you can, because prices are going to go back up on them too. I mean, yeah, they lowered the prices on the eggs for now. They'll go back up. I don't think the prices on the feed, I don't think it's going to go down. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will. I think it will stay the same for a long time and then even go higher later again. But God bless all of you. You're in my prayers. And don't give up. And keep your animals. I truly believe in the end you are going to need them.